Yes.
Okay. So let us discuss some more programs related to this. Okay. So what is if statement in Java? Yes, what is if statement in Java? Okay. So to check if something is true or false, and then that particular statement is executed. So entire block is executed. You can write multiple s- statements also in this. Okay. Now we will write some other programs with more details. Okay. So if statement we have discussed. So let us start understanding the loop statements. What is a loop statement? Loop statement is while loop. Okay, so there are some loop statements. So loop is meaning is it will execute repetitively. Like something we have to print multiple times, we use loop statement. Or we want to print numbers from 1 to integer I equals to 1. Okay, and I want to print numbers 1 to 100. Then we will write a while loop, which will be executing multiple times as long as this condition is true. What condition? Whatever we mentioned. So I less than 100. And meanwhile, we will print each number and we will write I plus plus. So after I is printed, next time we want to print 1. Like after 1, we have to print 2. After 2, we have to print 3. So this plus plus will do increment and assignment to it. So the meaning of I plus plus is I equals to I plus 1. It is a shorthand of I equals to I plus 1. So I plus plus will be incrementing the I value with 1 and store it in itself. Okay. So if I write this or this, both meaning is same. So I will write the shortcut I plus plus because in the programming, people everywhere will use the shortcuts. I plus plus will be I equals to I plus 1. Okay. Correct. Yes. So now what is while loop or how this while loop is executed, we will see. So how this while loop execute, we will discuss. Okay. So the program will execute from main method. So inside a main method, we have a while loop. So before while I value is what? I equals to 1. I is 1. So what will happen when you declare I equals to 1? Internally, memory is allocated for I. Okay. And the value is 1. Okay. Now the control is at this step. While less than I less than 100. So 1 less than 100. Is it true?
Yes.
Yes, guys. Okay. 1 less than 100. So it is true. It will go inside a while loop and I value printed. So output 1 is printed I plus plus. What will happen? I plus plus I equals to I plus 1. So now the I value is 2. Now 2 less than 100. Condition is true or false?
True.
So it is printing 2. Okay, true. That's why it is printing 2 and I plus plus. Now I value is
3.
3. 3 less than 100. Is it true?
Yes.
True. So it is printing 3. Okay. Then after printing 3, I plus plus. I value is
4.
4. So till 99, the condition is true. Okay. 1, 2, okay, so on, and 99, it is printed. Okay. Now, at 99, condition is true or false?
True.
Okay, so I is printed 99, I plus plus. Now this time I value is 100. Yes, correct. So 100 less than 100, condition is true or false?
False.
Right? So when it is false, the while loop will stop executing. There's code remaining or code after the while loop. If you have any code after a while loop, so suppose you have some code, while loop is completed. Okay, like this I will write while loop completed. So this will be executed after this will, like this condition is failed. So whatever you have, the code will be executed after this. Okay. So now run and see like how what will be the output. So see till 99 it is printing, 100 it did not print. While loop completed is printed because after this the statement will execute after a while loop. So the numbers are printed from 1 to 99. So while meaning is as long as this condition is true, execute this step, execute the below code, execute this block. So this block of code, like curly brackets, inside the curly bracket, whatever you write, will be printed as long as this while condition is true. Okay. Good. Are we good with this? So make a note of this program. Okay. So I gave you in the chat. You can write the code. Okay, make a note of this code. So what is while loop? Sandhya, able to understand?
It will continuously print the numbers
Okay,
which is less than 100.
okay.
Rajni, if in basic terms, if we have to explain someone what a while loop is, how would we explain that?
While is a iterative statement. It's a loop statement. Okay. While is a loop statement. While loop statement, loop statement will execute multiple iterations. Okay. While loop will execute. What is a loop? This bracket, the statements are in the while loop. So while loop will execute as long as the while condition, whatever you write a condition after a while is true. This is the statement you have to say for a what is a while. While loop is a statement. Okay. In the while loop, the loop will execute as long as the while condition is true. So to print something for multiple iterations, we use while loop. So to print something for a multiple times or to execute some block of code, multiple times, we use while loop. So now if is executed how many times? Only once. Like the condition is verified only once, not for multiple times. But in a while, the condition is verified multiple times. Okay. Yes.
వీడికి అసలు ఏం టాస్క్ ఏం లేవు, అసలు ఏం చేయాలి. అంతే అయితే
Yes, everyone completed.
అప్పుడప్పుడు అవసరం కాదు.
Okay, so now we will look at some more programs using the loop statements. So we have one more loop statement, which is a for loop. Okay, so we will learn what is a for loop. So I will write a class loop statement to take a main method. Okay, so in this we will write a code. Now, so for loop is a loop statement which will have initialization in itself and condition also in itself, increment as well is also in a for. Okay, so there are three, we have to write the three sections in the for loop. So first is initialization and next is condition and I++. Okay, now it will print the value. What it will print? So I will print the value of I. Okay, and I will run this. So now it is printing values from 0 because I value is 0, 0 to 99 as long as condition. So what is the advantage of for loop? If you are writing a while loop, what happens? You have to write initialization 1, increment at another step, and condition at one step. So with while loop, we have to write 3 statements. Instead of it in a for, we can write it in itself. Okay, for syntax is this. For will have a initialization, condition, and increment. So that we will not forget any of this. Okay, so and it will be in a one line. Okay, the code will be much more organized. Now, how this for loop executes, let us understand. So how the for loop executes? So now initialization will happen. When initialization will happen? Integer I equals to 0 initially. Like the program is executed from top to bottom. Initialization happened. I equals to 0 is initialized. Now the condition is verified. Condition is true. Okay, 0 less than 100. Condition is true or false? Everyone tell me.
True.
True, right? Then the block of code will be executed. Now next, increment will be executed. I++, I value is now 1. Okay, condition is verified. Condition is true, 1 less than 100. The block
Yes.
is executed. Again, it will go for an increment. The block is executed. Condition is verified. Block is executed. Okay. So again, after 2 is printed, I++. Now I value is, okay, 2. 1 is printed, I value is now 2. Now 2 less than 100. Condition is verified. And block is printed. Whatever this is printed. True. Again, it will go for an increment. So like this, it will execution. Initialization will happen only once. But this condition is verified for every time before the block of code is executed. Okay. So I++ will execute, increment will also execute again. Even if we are writing at this, it will go and execute. Control will go and increment I and check a condition and block is executed. Again, it will go for a increment. I value is incremented, condition is verified, block is printed, the code is printed. So till 99, it will continue. Okay. Fine. While loop is clear. Sorry, for loop is clear. Make a note of this program.
So for loop and while loop, the conclusion is the same, but just that we write it in one line, correct?
Yes. How we write is a difference. The purpose is same.
Okay.
So you can use while or for. You have the option. Okay. As long as you are comfortable with while or for, you can write it anything. Okay. Okay. So the for is executed and numbers from 0 to 99 are printed. Okay. In this, if we want to write a code to print the only even numbers, can you write a program? Yes, inside a for, I will write one code. If. So what is the code for checking the number is even or odd? I mod equals to 2. So if we are dividing it and it is, the division is with 2 and equals to 0. Then only we will print the value. Otherwise, we are not going to print it. Okay, otherwise, we don't want to print. So only if this is true, then the value is printed. So for is the loop statement. It will continue to iterate from 0 to 100. In this all iterations, wherever I value is divisible by 2 and remainder is 0, then I value is printed. So it meaning is only the even numbers are printed. See, now only even numbers are printed because we have added a condition. So like this, we can write a condition for a even number, odd numbers, okay, or any other number you have. So number divisible by 5, 10, you can write. Yes, able to get it? Okay, so now write a program to print the odd numbers. Can you write?
We should write not divisible by 2, right?
Yes.
So what will be the symbol for that?
Okay, so symbol for a not divisible is this. Not equals to 0.
Okay.
Or can we also write divisible by 3?
Okay, divisible by 3 will be not all the odd numbers will be printed. Okay. So if you are printing divisible by 3, which numbers will be printed? It is completely different. So let us run this. These are the numbers are printed 1, 3, 5, 9. So if I write divisible by 3 and equals to 0. Okay. So then it is printing 0, 3, 6, 9. Okay. So divisible by 3 numbers are displayed. That is different. Okay. Okay, it is very simple. Just changing the symbol. That's it. Okay. We can write reminder equals to 1 also. Yes, Anil, correct? 0, 0 equals to 1. Like wherever the reminder is 1, not 0. We can write this also. It will print off all the odd numbers. Correct? Okay, completed. Now we will write a class and we will understand what is a class in Java. Okay, let us create a new class, student. So student is a class. I will take main method. So class is a blueprint and objects are its entities. Okay, so class is, we can create a class student. So if we are developing a application, think about, like, we are developing application for a school management. So what values you will store for a student? So you will store for a ID. We will need marks. Main is we need name, right? We need a name, string name. So these are some of the values we will store for a student. Now the class is a blueprint. Okay, we can have a method also inside a class.